IV infusions, ozone, maybe some hyperbaric. Did you do any of those type of treatments? What did the functional medicine doc do other than what you've mentioned?
A lot of, I guess, detoxing from mold starts with getting out of exposure and then really binding, using binders, different kinds of binders. And there's different binders that bind to different types of mycotoxins. And so I'm on 3 different binders at the moment. I'm on activated charcoal. I'm on a binder that is based on beetroots that has a certain type of electrical charge that, binds to this mycotoxin. I'm on Corella, as well, which is another binder that can be used successfully. And so binding those mycotoxins to then expel them from the body is important, but then you have to then focus on reopening up the methylation pathways, which is what your body uses to, rid itself of waste. Because when, you're at that level of exposure, that's what happens is those methylation pathways get overwhelmed and they just stop working. And your body literally can't process the waste anymore. It builds up in your body until shit starts breaking. So going through that process, using glutathione, B vitamins, anything else methylation, related was really important. We did a lot of NAD IVs, glutathione IVs, and I have stayed away from hyperbaric just because I'm a little claustrophobic, and I think that would cause more harm than good at this point. I've done some sauna work. Obviously, sweat is another major detox pathway as well. That's very important. A ton of supplements. I was probably on $1,500 a month worth of supplements. Blood work every 3 months. Gosh, I'm trying to just think of everything that I've done, but I would say the vast majority of it was getting into a clean environment, opening up the methylation pathways, and then using binders to rid the body of the toxin. And my toxin levels have dramatically reduced over time. And at the end of the day, what severe toxic mold can cause is what is CIRS, or chronic inflammatory response syndrome. And that's when your body is constantly inflamed and it's just attacking itself in ways, and it can cause all kinds of autoimmune problems and issues. Luckily, I didn't have any of those. And, there's different tests that you can take, different genetic tests that you can take to see, do you have CIRS or do you not have CIRS? And that's an epigenetics component where these genes are getting activated or deactivated. And there you have genes that allow your body to detox mycotoxins, and those genes in me got turned off, so my body could no longer detox those. And fortunately, we took some new DNA tests about 3 months ago that show that I am no longer responding as a CIRS patient would, which means those genes have been turned back to the correct setting that they should have been, again, which is great because that's just proof that the body can heal itself when it's given the support that it needs. So that's really where we're at now. And the last piece of the puzzle for me, I think, we'll take another mycotoxin test here in about 3 months. Hopefully that's going to show 0 or close to 0 at that point. And then it's just healing the nervous system from the trauma that was, caused by that level of attack, basically.